All right, here's Vivek Ramaswamy on Fox Business, basically arguing that one of his first acts as president would be to invade Mexico.
And then I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to have a phone call with Claudia Sheinbaum or whoever it is that wins the next Mexican presidential election. I'm grateful that AMLO is going to be out. Mexico has an election in 2024. Whether it's Sheinbaum or somebody else who wins that election, I'm going to reset the relationship and say, listen up. For a tiny fraction, and it will be a tiny fraction, of what we have already spent in Ukraine, we can help you, Mexico, regain your sovereignty from the Mexican drug cartels who are spilling over into our...
Here's some sweet BWA.
Win B, that is some sweet BWA energy, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
...our own homeland here. But if you don't do it, then we will come in and get the job done ourselves. Because the fact of the matter is, it's like if you have a neighbor who has a dog that comes over to your yard and keeps biting your family members repeatedly. If they keep repeatedly doing that, at some point you can take a shotgun and shoot that dog.
What? I don't think that that's how that works, Vivek the Cake. I think that honestly, if a dog keeps coming over and biting your children, that's a situation in which you call like animal control or something. Like, you don't just shoot the dog. Yeah, no. Notice how in this analogy, Mexico is the dog. Mexico is somehow both the dog and the dog owner in this analogy. Well, if these Mexicans keep coming here, we're gonna have to shoot these Mexicans. What? The cartel is the dog. Yeah, but they're not invading the cartel. They're invading Mexico. Remember, in the lead up to this, he's saying, well, I'm going to call up the leader of Mexico, and if they don't do anything about it, then I'm going to invade the country anyway. You know, like, this isn't the analogy is completely not related to the situation. Honestly, the situation that he's describing would be more accurate if, like, it was something along the lines of, like, the dog keeps biting the kids, but then we don't do anything about it. Oh, thank you very much for the 5.
Jack, not seeing any Oilers around. PBWA.
Ashley, thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs, and you are providing the oil, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, exactly, Mr. Anderson. This is basically saying, oh, the dog keeps coming over and biting the children. Time for me to get a shotgun and go into their house and hold them at gunpoint until I can shoot that dog, which is insane. That is an insane way to try and justify an invasion of Mexico.
That's legitimate, legal, morally, ethically justified. And I think the same thing applies to a country to our south that has lost its sovereignty to the Mexican drug cartels, and we're going to have to defend ourselves if...
What? Oh, okay, wait. So now he's saying, well, you know, Mexico's having an election this coming year, but if they don't agree with us, that means they've lost their sovereignty, and therefore we'll just invade, and they'll thank us for it. Are you fucking shitting me, dude? Asked my cop father if Trump actually attempted to purchase the firearm. He's in deep shit, but if he just said he wanted to and didn't legally try to buy it, he's off the hook. Yeah, no. Bobo Hobo, if he didn't buy the gun, he's fine. But if he tried to buy the gun, he's in the deepest shit.
Necessary.
Well, the going after the dog that crosses the line, in military terms, is called hot pursuit. And I think that's what you're describing.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
Dude, I think you're describing a hot pursuit. Yeah, it's gonna be real hot. Those firefights are gonna be so hot. PSA said there wasn't a transaction? Okay. Well, sad day. Like, if we decriminalize drugs and did a joint special operations with the countries the cartels are housed in, that could work, I think. Oh yeah, Win B. That would work. Decriminalizing drugs would basically kill the cartels. They would have to, like, pivot into, like, legitimate business or, like, smaller scale thuggery, you know? I can't believe the Fox News host listened to that, was like, yeah, you're right. I think there's a term for it. It's called hot pursuit. We're gonna hot pursue them to Mexico. Right after that, he followed it up by saying, there's another term for that. I think it's called being a hot wife. I've read about this in my research. Dude, Hot Pursuit 2 is fire. True. That joke was for all the kinksters in chat. If you got it, you're a pervert.